awesome. I just did about half of the drive with it in photo mode. So that's unfortunate. We were just behind a Volkswagen bus, like an old one. And that thing was taking turns going a little bit quicker than it should. Not because of me. It didn't look like the thing had sway bar. I don't know the suspension setup. I'm pretty sure it's beamed in the back, but who knows. It's a bummer too. I got some good, decent sounding burbles, and maybe you guys would have heard it, maybe not. I was also commenting on how beautiful it is up here right now. It's like right before fall. The leaves are turning. It's cold. It's 52 degrees outside. I got no complaints. Oh. Let's give it a little bit of a... Yes, sir. Ho, ho. She's quick. Oh, the turbo's loving it, this weather. I tell you what, I'm loving it too. She's just moving. I think my favorite part about Revision 2 has to be just, it's between the burbles and just the power refinement, right? They said that they, you know, added more power for, you know, people who have intakes and intercooler, which I do. I have their 034 P34 and their integrated engineering, or not there, but an integrated engineering intercooler. And, well, I could definitely tell a difference. But I hope it's not just because it's 51 outside, because, you know, I've been doing a lot of, you know, driving in warmer weather and, you know, mid 70s, you know, low 80s. But 51, and she just wants it. Oh, man. I could drive this road every day and be okay. This road was actually one of the reasons why I wanted to move here. Just because it's, I mean, we'll look at it. It's just, there's... It's a short road, and yeah, there's lots of people, but I mean, when you get the little bits of freedom, you know, early morning, it's nice. It's 4:45. I'm doing this after work, so it's kind of just, it is what it is, you know. But I'm a big fan of the Revision. It's definitely something that is noticeable. It's a noticeable difference for sure. I like personally when companies, regardless if it's, you know, car software or if it's, you know, Apple with iPhone software, Mac software, anything, I like betas. I like first gens because you get to feel the difference. You get to feel them build, right? So, I mean, my biggest concern with the first revision was the weird oscillating, I believe is what they call it. It's basically just when you're cruising in drive or, you know, on the freeway, and you just little bit of throttle input, and it asks for all of the boost. And when I say all of it, I mean it just, you know, you'll be, you know, 1200 RPMs cruising at 80 or 70, you know, and it just, all of it. Which, being a former Subaru owner, boost in high gears is a big no-no. Now, it's not to say that, you know, it's good for the car or bad for the car. I don't know exactly what this, right? But it's gone now. It seems to be gone. I'm sure that there may be some, you know, anomalies where it'll happen. May have been able to hear the burbles there. That was good. So good, man. This place is beautiful. Probably gonna turn around and drive it back. It's so nice. Look at this. Freshly paved, through the trees. The shifts are a lot smoother too. They don't feel as, yeah, I guess, well, they did say that it was sharper, faster shift points, but it just feels so kind of just fast, smooth, and all around better, which is good. I'm a fan of it. Go downhill, try to burble it out. What road is this? Still on Skyline. What's across? So this is Cornell. I could take this way. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna go right. Go right here. And downhill. It's just so good. It's so... Oh. Stock brakes hold up pretty well. Actually, I want to touch on, I guess, one more thing is the flaps. Right there, I saw online that basically, like, if you start the car in dynamic, right, the flaps aren't going to stay open until you switch out of dynamic and then go back into dynamic, which I guess, you know, probably activates it because the Audi will have it start up, right, and then it'll close it. But I think with this, since we're on normal roads, I'm just gonna, I think with, oh, that hurt. With this, right, you have to switch it off, switch it back on, and then it'll activate and just open the flaps, which, you know, it's fine. It's something I have to live with. It's not really that big of a deal. Nothing's perfect. You stay. Oh, hello. Maybe you can hear the burbles better with the windows closed. They're not, like, deafening. Maybe, I don't know. The whole door rattles. I tried, it's insane, right? I took the car to Audi, and I was like, hey, this door won't shut up. And then the rear deck lid, man, I've been stuffing every microfiber that I don't use anymore into the back of that thing to get it to not burble any, or to not burble, to not vibrate anymore. I think I got it. I removed the C pillars, and I put some felt on some loose metal clips, and that seemed to help a little bit. But this one, oh man, look, I'm not saying that, you know, Oregon has the worst roads in the world, because, you know, being from California, there are way worse. But I swear to God, every time I'm on the freeway and I don't have music on, maybe I just want to hear the car, windows up, right? That thing just barks at me. It's pissed. And I haven't taken it off yet, because Audi's like, oh yeah, no, we can't hear anything. And I'm driving on a normal road, and it is just talking back. Which is, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, the burbles are, it's like it's a perfect amount of burble. It's like you get off the throttle and it's like maybe 6 or 7, kind of, maybe even less, honestly, it depends, but it's perfect, especially with the VPS Resonator deletes. Yeah, it's perfect. It's not like 135 obnoxious, 330, it's nothing like that. It's just, it's a simple refinement to the OEM ones, is what I would say, right? It's just it's a slight increase, I would say, maybe in volume. Definitely for how early they kick on, right? Like, I'll just be cruising through my apartment complex, and the car's just talking back. Like, it's especially when the car's a little bit cold, right? The exhaust is just a little bit louder. And, you know, I usually always drive it in sport mode or, you know, manual mode, but she's just talking to the neighbors, which is, it's fine. The neighbors are cool. They don't really care. And the startup's not horrible. It's not loud. It's not that it's quiet. It's just not loud, right? I mean, it's perfect. It's talking to me again. It's not being nice. That's a bright sun. Maybe look at that freeway pole. We'll see. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Oh. This is what luck is when you hit a red light here, because that means the next is freeway, unless I hit the other light for Home Depot, but we'll see. That was lucky. So I'm gonna do something fun onto the freeway. I'm gonna go manual for it, just because I prefer it. And let's go off on traction. They just paved it, so it's super like nice and grippy and smooth. Okay, there's that. Okay, on ramp time. That truck's gonna give us some problems, I'm sure. Sure it is. I wish I could hit that red too, so I could have gotten some space. You stay there. Like, dude came up hot and bothered to that light. Oh, don't do me. Oh, man, you did me. And here we go. Oh, bro. All right. I love this thing so much. Oh, man. And don't mind if I do. And now we're in Oregon traffic, which, you know, speed limit's 55. Ew. And yeah, they do that. They'll also do 30. I'm gonna get over. Okay. God, the shifts are aggressive, which I like personally. It's one of those things that you either hate or love, and if you hate them, you need to learn to love them, because it's just, it is what it is. It's not, this is ZF, it's not a DSG, though I'm sure DSG is just as harsh. I've never owned a DSG car, so I guess I can't really comment on it, but it is what it is. I love the ZF8. I had it in my B8 A4 and now in my B9 S4, which is kind of a glow up, but you know, I had no problems with it. When I owned it, that is 2 months after I sold the B8, the transmission, I guess, clocked out and went somewhere else, but not my pig, not my farm, you know? And it is beautiful outside today.